Good morning. It's the 26th of July and I've not been advertising this, so if anyone turns up, you've got me probably all to yourself, but I'll just prattle on for a bit and see if anyone does. I've been focusing this week on division a lot because I've been recording, just cleaning my board here. That's my video on long division, which I've been editing this morning. And it's made me think about this incredible journey with division in maths education in my life that really sort of lays bare a lot of the complexity of teaching maths. But between 2008 and 2010, we had these endless discussions on the first really open and inclusive maths education discussion forum about division between all sorts of experts. This was on the NCETM forums. And we realised that we all saw division differently. And therein lies the heart of the complexity of maths teaching, because everyone who's very capable thinks that their way of doing it is everyone's ways. And it just isn't. So we wrestled with it in endless conversations for years, and then we built gradually this imagery of some people seeing it as sharing fairly, some people are seeing it as counting groups, trying to look at the underlying structures, trying to look at the calculation families, trying to look at the anomalies and the contradictions to that. And that's why maths teaching is so hard. We do it all the time in teacher training. We have to put student teachers in the situations where they think they know it, and then when they start talking to their classroom mates, they see the complexity and the variety of the ways of doing maths that they never saw before, and then they understand the challenges of teaching children, teaching whole classes of children. And they change from thinking that they can just tell children the way they do it to realising that it's much more, that teaching really is an art form. And that's especially true with younger children, because our understanding of the way in which young children learn is so poor. Hello, who's there? You're going to pop in and say hi. It'd be lovely to know who's watching. And if you've any questions, you have my full attention. So it becomes obvious by the time children are later in primary school that they're following recipes, spells for doing division calculations, and they really struggle in problem solving because they haven't got the understanding, haven't got the structure, and neither of their teachers generally. So in my training we really put that back in. So we take a journey through division being very practical, multisensorial, moving objects, counting groups or sharing fairly in infants, using array, organising objects as array to unite those two models. You can still do that in infants, but it continues all the way through. Moving array on to being concrete objects in rectangles to being squares that we can cut up and work in a more abstract way with through juniors, looking at mental methods, developing short division and extending that to look at the 6 ways of treating non-integer answers, that's answers that aren't whole numbers, and moving on to division by 2-digit numbers and effectively more, because you can extrapolate from there. Heck of a lot in it, but I find it interesting. It's what I was going to start my PhD on. I was writing PhD proposals for it back in 2011. But you can't do everything in life, and that's what I'm wrestling with again now. Trying to run Rebecca the Maths Lady as this YouTube channel is just such a vast commitment, and it requires a lot of investment of my time, which I could be doing other things with that would generate an income. But also my money. This costs money to do, and the way YouTube is now, if teachers are actually going to know these videos exist, then we need to do SEO and promotion. I don't have any resources for that, so struggling with what to do. I've been trying to sell my house, which would enable me to do that, but nobody wants to buy it. So I'm doing a lot of job applications just now, which is reducing the rate of videos. My new video this week, it's going live at 9:30 today, is on the 6 ways of dealing with remainders from divisions. So if you'd like that, that'll be live by the time you watch this, I would think. And I'm busy editing up long division, and then we're carrying on with mental multiplication and division for children aged 9 to 11, which is pretty sophisticated. And then problem solving. So looking at all addition, subtraction, multiplication, division in all sorts of contexts and how children decode problems and puzzle out what to do. So that's my news. It doesn't look like anyone's asking any questions today. If you come to live streams, it's worth coming at 9 because you got me just for now. If I manage to make this work, it'll get so busy, it'll be difficult to ask questions, but then people chat to each other in conversation, so these things work. Maybe one day, but not right now. Maybe one day this will be busy and successful, but I don't think the end of July in a year like this is the time when it's going to fly. Hope you have a great weekend. Take care. Bye for now.